welcome to my channel. My name is Nikki. Today we are doing another pick a card reading. I have 3 different piles for you to choose from. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And today's reading is going to be a prediction for the month of April in 2020. So if you guys want to go ahead and take a moment to pick a card, or if you want to pause the video, and once you have your card, you can go ahead and click on the timestamps listed below in the description as well as the comments. And once you have that card, we can go ahead and get right into this video. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to see what April has in store for us, so let's go. Alright, pile number 1, let's get right into this reading for April 2020. Alright, pile number 1, this is what I see for you. So right off the bat, for the people that picked group number 1 for April 2020, I feel like in April there's gonna be some type of like negotiation or trying to be a middleman between really expressing your own emotions, your own opinions, versus just trying to make someone else happy. I feel like in April you're gonna really be juggling between speaking your mind, telling your truth, and then just kind of, you know, just trying to make people happy and not really rock the boat, not really stir the pot. I feel like in April, this is going to be a time for you to kind of be a peacemaker between 2 parties. This could either be, you know, just an everyday discussion between you and another person, or it could be an actual legal thing. Because with the justice here, this can sometimes mean legal obligations. And I feel like with this, you could be trying to find peace in whatever situation or whatever thing is going on. And I feel like this decision between these 2 feelings is really bringing you a lot of worry, a lot of stress in your life. I feel like it's affecting your health in some way, where you just feel constantly trying to juggle between what is on your mind and how you're feeling, and really holding on to what you believe in. Or on the other hand, you could be just trying to please someone or make them happy or make a collective group of people happy instead of really sticking to your guns and trying to stand your ground. I feel like in a way you're just kind of looking for honesty and fairness, and in the process you're really just kind of shrugging off of what you feel and how you want to express yourself. Or it could be, for some people, I feel like this could be like a political debate between you and another person or another group of people. You could be kind of getting into like a more political side, where you're trying to figure out how your views kind of can help a collective group of people. You're looking for some type of equality amongst people. So for some of you, I do feel like this could be a very political debate, something that is, you know, greater than just a small private debate. So it could be something political. Maybe you are in politics, or you're interested in politics, or maybe on Facebook you could be voicing your opinions and, you know, getting the feedback where not everyone agrees with your opinions. I just feel like in the month of April that is a huge focus for this group. And I feel like in your head you want to act with integrity and fairness, but you're being pulled on just trying to please other people and do what you think everyone else thinks is right. And it's possible that you might even, you know, make some friends a little angry at you. You might even lose some friends over this debate, over this argument or negotiation. But in the end, I feel like this is telling you to just let go of that. The 10 of Swords, to just let go. And just remember that whatever is bringing you down, you can't always please everyone. Don't fight a losing battle. I also see for this group that you have a lot of creative projects that you might be working on, or a lot of creative possibilities that could be coming in fruition in April 2020. And it might seem overwhelming. I feel like you have so many options and so many ways to go that it just seems endless. Like your options are just completely endless right now. But you will start enjoying, once you let go of whatever this disagreement is, whatever this debate is, once you let go of that and let go of that hurt, I really do think you'll start enjoying more simple pleasures in life, learning to compromise a little bit more. Just kind of, your worries are just kind of going away once you really just let this go. Whatever debate this is, you just let it go. Don't lose sleep over this. Whatever is happening in April, just don't lose sleep over this. You may also be kind of playing around with a new approach to your everyday activities, maybe even your appearance. You might be changing up your appearance a little bit in the month of April. And I feel like you're going to become free of a lot of external pressure that you have on you. Throughout this month, I feel like you're going to have a lot of pressure weighing down on you. And towards the end of the month of April, I feel like you will be releasing a lot of that pressure that you had throughout the month because of whatever, whatever compromise you were trying to make, however you were trying to please people around you, but not really sticking to what you believed in. I feel like once you let it go, once you realize that not all battles are meant to be fought, I think you'll really be free of any external pressure that was placed on you. This could also be some type of new work or business coming in towards the end of April. I really think your confidence is just going to kind of rise throughout the month of April. In the beginning, yes, I do see a lot of conflict, trying to ignore it maybe, just to let it go, just kind of blinding yourself from the conflict, but then at a certain point you just can't. And so I really do feel like once you just make your decision, let it go, release it, and don't let it beat you up. We also have romance. I drew some cards from the Romance Oracle deck. And we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And we also have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth expressing. So I feel like with these two cards, I feel like you will have some love interest coming into your life. You might be attracted to someone, and whatever you're feeling towards this person, they are worth exploring. I think this is a possible love interest for the month of April, and I think you should definitely get out there and see where this could go. And then we also have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So once again, I think we just need to get out of this battle, whether it's internal or external. I think you need to get out of this battle of just trying to please people and just really just find fairness. Do what's right for you and everyone else. Don't pick one or the other, because it's really not worth it. Let me see, is there anything else that I'm picking up for pile number 1? Let's see. Before we end this video, I thought I would try something different. I intuitively wrote down some messages on the sheet of papers here, and I figured I would pick one to kind of bring some closure into this reading. So let's go ahead and see what we have for pile number 1. And your message is, the cycle is coming to an end. Make room for new and exciting opportunities. So I really do feel like, once again, this situation is going to be coming to an end once you kind of release the emotional burden that it had over you. And for this group, I do think that we do have some exciting opportunities, at least either in your career or, you know, at least in your career or your business endeavors. I do think we have some exciting opportunities. And same with love. I feel like we have some exciting love opportunities coming into your life. So for April 2020, I do feel like there will be some healing to go through, some challenges to go through, but I really do think that at the end of this, at the end of April 2020, that you will definitely be seeing some new and exciting experiences coming in. So anyway, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a like, comment down below. And if you would want to see some more of these, go ahead and subscribe. I hope to be doing more of these in the near future. I post at least once a week, if not a couple times a week. So anyway, guys, I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Hi, pile number 2. This is your reading for the month of April in 2020. So right off the bat, I do want to mention that we have the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords, for the most part, usually represent like conflict or, you know, trying to win an argument that's just not worth winning. You know, like, have you ever had an argument with maybe a friend or a family member and you knew that you were right? Like, you knew so much that you were right and you just kept going and this person could just not see it your way. And at the end, you guys end up releasing an entirely different argument and possibly separating ways because of this silly little petty thing that you guys were going at each other with. That is what this card represents. So I feel like in this situation, in the month of April, I feel like there's some restriction within your relationships. This could be a love relationship. And I feel like in some ways, these arguments are going to kind of restrict your relationship. It's going to kind of set it back a little bit. I think for this, the lesson is to kind of keep your head cool. Try not to become so hot-headed in arguments, because I feel like we have got quite a bit of sword energy in this. I feel like you're a very logical person, a very rational person. I mean, with the Ace of Swords, you could be very factually focused. You're very mentally aware, and you do enjoy communicating your knowledge to others. And I think this can bring up some problems with your relationships. Could be potentially or very likely a romantic partnership of some sort. And I feel like because you are so smart and intelligent and sharp-minded, you can sometimes sway towards the argument where maybe it's just not worth having. You know, it's just, there's going to be a loser at the end of this. There's going to be some type of loss at the end of this argument. And it's just for superficial reasons, just to kind of prove that maybe you're right, or, you know, something along those lines. And I think that that could be a struggle for you in the month of April, is to kind of recognize when you're having these moments where you could be inducing some type of conversation that could end up being interpreted in the wrong way. Like, so for the month of April, I think we really need to focus on straying away from those types of conversations. But I do always pull the cards. I mean, I let the cards fall however they fall, and I do set them down. And in this reading, we have 2 Ace of Swords. They came up back to back from one another. And I feel like this is a very strong message that in the month of April, this group here, pile number 2, you will be communicating a lot. Now, I don't know, this could be in front of a large group of people. You could be teaching in some way. In the month of April, you could also be writing a lot, you know, really writing down your thoughts and ideas, maybe even journaling, or, you know, starting some poetry. I just see a lot of either communicating or writing in the month of April. And I think this is going to turn into some type of project of yours that is going to reap a lot of success, because we have the Ten of Pentacles here. And whatever this project is that involves talking or writing, I feel like it is going to be a very successful project for you. I see you also in the month of April being very balanced and flexible in some ways. With it being next to the Ten of Pentacles, I do kind of wonder if perhaps you might start like a new budgeting program where you're just kind of being more financially aware of where you're placing your money. Maybe even eliminating some unnecessary spendings. And I feel like whatever is thrown your way, you're going to be able to tackle it with logic, with reason. You're very sharp-minded. And I think whatever is going on in the month of April, you're going to be able to tackle it in a very logical way where you can figure out how to overcome pretty much anything, is what I see for this group. You're a very smart group. I also feel like perhaps there might be some type of romance coming in the month of April, or maybe you're thinking of a specific person and they will be coming into your life, because I see a lot of manifestation going on in the month of April with the Magician card. And I also see this is the Knight of Cups. And I see that as possibly manifesting a person or a lover into your life. And with this group, I will say I did get a few extra romance readings than the rest of the groups. I got 4 that fell out for this group. So the first one that fell out was You Deserve Love. You are lovable. So I feel like you are going to be manifesting love in the month of April. Someone could be coming into your life. Someone who's very sensible, and I feel like they're very creative, emotional, maybe more on the sensitive side. And they are worth waiting for. They might not show up right in the month of April. It might be towards the end, but they are absolutely worth waiting for. Pay attention to the red flags. Always pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And forgiving and learning. I feel like this month is going to be a lot of forgiveness, a lot of learning. You know, really trying to manage your thoughts and how you portray them to others. And like I said, you could be speaking in a group, you could be teaching. And I feel like regardless, you are going to be learning yourself. We also have Trust Your Path. I feel like wherever this communication or, like I said, writing keeps coming up in my head, some type of writing or communicating, speaking, whatever that is, I think it's really going to be successful for you. And I do want to try something new. I did write some intuitive messages and I put them in this jar here. So I would like to pick one for pile number 2. Okay. This is what you need to hear, pile number 2. Trust your gut. Someone is not entirely how they appear. So that could be in relation to pay attention to the red flags. And hopefully you know who this person is, or you will become aware of who this person is. But whatever signs they are giving off, they are cautioning you. And just trust your gut. If someone doesn't seem right, then your intuition is right. So pile number 2, that is the reading I have for you for April 2020. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope it was informative for you on what's to come in April. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Hi guys, if you clicked on pile number 3, this is the reading for you for April 2020. So let's see what April 2020 has in store for you. So I will start with the Ten of Pentacles. So this Ten of Pentacles usually means, successful, reaching financial goals, free from any monetary concern. And for some reason, my intuition is telling me that this is how other people view you. So I feel like in some ways in April, you might have hit a huge milestone in your career or something along those lines. Or maybe even the image that you give off, you kind of just, things just seem to kind of come to you naturally, like money just, you're a money magnet. You are, never had a hard time in your life, just from the outside. This is what it appears to other people. And it appears like you have it easy, like you never really had to put in hard work. But at the same time, I feel like you have. I feel like you do put in a lot of hard work, and no one really has seen the other side of you. You have had many life experiences that many people wouldn't even have thought of just by looking at you. So I feel like this group, you on the appearance side, you look to be very successful and very fortunate. You're a very fortunate group of people. And in a way, I feel like that kind of causes you to kind of keep to yourself more often. You feel like people are constantly judging a book by its cover pretty much. And I think for the month of April, you're really going to be going through this transformative stage of really appearing to be successful and wealthy. And you're really going to go within yourself because you know that you're more than meets the eye. You absolutely know that you're more than meets the eye. And I feel like you want to kind of focus more on, I feel like you're going to be going on a spiritual journey. I feel like you're going to be kind of more interested in a philosophical type of life or a spiritual type of life and kind of going beyond the material aspects of our world. Because from the outside, you're happy, worry-free. You look like you just, money comes to you easily. You don't even have to lift a finger and money comes to you. And I feel like you're sick of people feeling that way about you or looking at you like that. I feel like you're kind of bothered by the persona that people think of you as. You might feel a little insecure. You feel like you have so much more to offer than just your outer appearance, your successes. You are more than that. You kind of feel like you're a deeper, more emotional being, and people just kind of look at you at face value. And I feel like in the month of April, you might be more interested in traveling the world, kind of getting outside of your comfort zone, maybe even becoming more down to earth and humble, really humbling yourself. And I think it's going to be very transformative for you because you give off this illusion that you're a certain type of way, and you're just kind of that's not who I am. I'm a much deeper thinker than people see me as. I feel like in the month of April, there's going to be a lot of growth and experience, a lot of lessons learned. And I think you're going to really try to push past society's expectations of you. I feel like this is a deep transformation, major. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana cards in this pile. So I feel like whatever is happening in April 2020 is going to be huge. It's going to be a deeply transformative experience for you. I feel like you're getting more in touch with your intuition. I feel like you might even lean towards like some type of humanitarian or like more, I can't say the word philanthropy. I said it. You know what I'm saying. So I feel like you're going to be helping people and kind of humbling yourself and really trying to get this worldly experience versus this kind of material world. You're going to go beyond the material world and kind of go into a more deeper level of yourself, a more spiritual level of yourself. I see a lot more like art involved, or maybe like more of like the mystic side of the world, more occult like things, more spirituality. I think intellectually you're really going to be growing your mind and becoming this great spiritual worker, someone who helps people, someone who has gone through a lot of life experiences. Worry-free, happy-go-lucky. And I just feel like the month of April is going to be completely transformative for you. And we have the card Align Your Life here. So what is no longer serving you? Or what is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? What is no longer serving you? And I feel like this perception of you before wasn't serving you. This idea that you're, wealthy and successful just wasn't who you wanted to be. You wanted to be more of someone who helps people and takes care of people and guides people, and I feel like that's gonna really bring you to the person that you were meant to be. And we do have a couple romance oracle cards here. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So I do feel like in the month of April, you could be meeting your soulmate. And then stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So I feel like you're going to be very optimistic, very happy with this new style of life that you're going to be living. Might even be trying to use manifestation, the law of attraction, to bring in your soulmate. But I feel like whoever it is, they are on their way to you in the month of April. So that's very exciting. Like I did with all of the other groups, I did write down some intuitive messages that I kind of thought of on the spot, and I figured it'd be fun if we pulled them out of this jar to see what we have for you. So I'm going to close my eyes. Let's see here. This one seems good. So pile number 3. This is the intuitive message for you. Loving unconditionally is a trait that makes you unique. You are not weak. Yeah, I feel like you are really going to be helping people and showing love to people in the month of April. And I feel like that is what you are meant to do. It makes you unique that you really do care about people unconditionally. And it doesn't make you weak. It makes you a strong human being to really look past mistakes and things that people may have done and just loving them unconditionally. So yeah, that's really, really beautiful for pile number 3. I'm really excited for this path you're going on. I think it's really beautiful. I think you're going to bring a lot of change into the world, and you're really going to help people with whatever you decide to do in the month of April. But anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. And I hope to see you guys in my next pick a card reading. I will try to post at least once, if not a couple times a week. So I'm really excited about that. Anyway, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!